Hello, everyone. Hello, Sir Alan. So we are the group 4, and this is our activity 3, or the focus group discussion, which is all about I
Learning
forgot
management system.
ah, yes, the learning management system. Okay. So can you dictate or can you tell us the questions, Miss Talaob? Talaob. Okay, ako na lang. So we will have intellectual discourse through the focus group discussion about the following. So the first one is to have the nature, features, and use of LMS or the learning management system. Second is the factors to consider in the selection of LMS. And third, how to manipulate LMS. Fourth is the tech tools to maximize student engagement and teacher presence. Okay, so we will start with Miss Bacchus on answering the 4 questions or the 4 intellectual discourse. Okay, so we'll give the virtual floor to you, Miss Bacchus.
Okay, so good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. So, first is the nature, feature, and the use of LMS. So, LMS is a software application or web-based technology used to plan, implement, and assess a specific learning process. So, most common form of LMS is a server that performs the base functionality and a user interface that operated by instructors, students, and administrators. So LMS is a use for the higher education and corporation. It is used for knowledge management. So unsa man na siya si knowledge management? So si knowledge management refers to gathering, organizing, sharing, and analysis of an organization's knowledge, such as resources, documents, and people skills. So some LMS that used for educational institutions are Moodle, Google Classroom, Blackboard Learn, and so on. So what are the features in successful LMS man? So first is the responsive design. Whatever type of device you use, desktop, laptop, tablet, or smartphones is maka-use rigid ang LMS. Next is user-friendly interface. Enable learners to easily navigate the LMS platforms. Later on, makahibaw mo unsa man ang LMS platforms or mga technology tools. Next is report and analytic, course and catalog management, content interoperability and integration, support services, certification and compliance support, and social learning capabilities. So, mao na siya ang nature, feature, and use of LMS. Next is, let's go to the factors considered in selection or in selecting a LMS. First is the data availability. Simple login data such as grades, completion reports. Mao na siya ang data availability. Second is how scalable is it? So before investing or before using LMS, you should choose a LMS that does not provide limitation on the number of users or ang mga magpa-enroll nimo. Third is different kinds of learning. Does the program offer blended learning or full e-learning or full internet learning? And the fourth is, and the fourth is how flexible is it? You need to make sure that the program is responsive enough to work seamlessly on different devices. And fifth is easy of enrollment. Like, is it easy to enroll ba wa bali daghang kuti mo na siya ni i-consider in selecting a LMS. Next is how to manipulate LMS. So based on my research in manipulating the LMS is it allows you to add and edit users, assigns them roles, then and combine learners into groups and organization. Lastly, the fourth is the engagement of maximize ang engagement sa maestra and sa students. So mga tools nga gamiton Flipgrid, video games, Google Forms. Kaning Google Forms is, we are familiar with this since we are using this. Next is Socrative, Kahoot, Class Doho, Clickers, Prezi, Vengage, and lastly is the EdVoice. So that would be all. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you so much, Miss Bacchus. And the next one to answer is Miss Talaob. So, Miss Talaob.
Okay. So first question is all about the nature, the features, and the uses of LMS or the learning management system. So the management systems are open source, meaning they are free and online based. Uh, so they have an existing online communities that offer support and assistance if problems were to arise. So in educational settings, so it is used to manage and aid efficient learning. So typically, a learning management system provides an instructor with a way to create and deliver content, monitor student participation, and assess student performance. So LMS or the learning management systems have highlighted some features. So first is the content library. So this feature will allow you to organize and group all your content. Second is the member-only content, which is it is have the ability to distinguish members only content from materials available to everyone with gated content or login is required. Third one is the tools for testing, so such as the quizzes, the tests, and exams. Next is we have the certificates. So once members have passed the required quizzes or the tests and exams, the management systems can grant them the certificate of attendance. So these are downloadable and printable, so members can save them for their records. Then lastly, we have the live streaming of in-person events. So it is to set up online payment options so that all members and non-members must pay online giving before being given an access to the content, creating less hassle for staff trying to collect check payments after the fact. So let's proceed to the number two, which is the factors of the LMS or the learning management system. So first is ano ba? Ayaw ko sa First is data availability. So you will have to decide what data you want to give on your learners. Then second is the scalability. So you'll make sure that you choose an LMS program that does not provide limitations on the number of users that you can enroll. For example, the Zoom, so unlimited na siya. So next is the types of learning. So you need to make sure that your course that you choose rather the right LMS program. So if you are going to what types of learning you will going to choose, one I might consider. Then the next one is the flexibility. So how flexible is it? So you need to make sure that the program is responsive enough to work well. So LMS provides flexibility in learning by giving access to course materials at any time. So because of flexibility, sad no kay kuan, the students can learn various topics or whether they want to access new contents or revisit the old ones since it is flexible. So maka access ra ka anytime. Then the fifth one is the assessment. So find LMS that caters for the assessment formats you use. So there are na may dagang paano ka ng mga LMS software nga nag-cater og mga multiple choice essays or kanang or whatsoever. So mao na siya. Then next we have the third one is how to manipulate LMS. So it is by seeking online courses to get us updated knowledge. So it is also allow us to upload e-learning courses, enroll users in those courses. So the users have to log in to access them and You can also track their progress to see where their courses or learning experiences they have completed. So that's why, or that is why how you to use the LMS. Then the last one is the tech tools to maximize student engagement and teachers' presence. So we have the Canva, Microsoft Office, the Moodle, the Google Classroom, YouTube, and Google Forms, and among others. Thank you. That's all.
Okay, so thank you so much, Miss Talaob. So we will stop here. Okay, we are running out of time. Di ba, Mitch Bacchus?
Yes. Stop na sad ta. Okay.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. And to you, Sir Alan, good morning. So, the first question is it's the nature, features, and use of LMS. So, learning management system or LMS can be analyzed by sorting the features in four groups. We have the tools for distribution, tools for communication, tools for interaction, and tools for course administration. So I have three examples. So the first we have LMS or Learning Management System Integration. Having an LMS that seamlessly integrates with other systems like association management software or talent management system enables L&D pros to supplement course completion data. And the second is data tracking. So the ability for learning professionals to track learners' journey via stored data help them better understand how the courses and learners are performing in all same place. And the next we have personalized user experience. To encourage wider adoption, a capable LMS should provide content based on the learner's history within the software as well as the rule. So the second question is the factors to consider in selection of LMS. So the main function of an LMS should be that you can easily deliver course content to your learners. So it's essential to get an LMS that makes course creation as simple and straightforward as possible. So there are five examples. We have create customized course. So customized courses, also known as personalized learning, are deemed to be one of the best forms of learning. So it is focuses on a group of students, their learning styles, their so next we have integrate with existing schools where another key features to look at when selecting an LMS for your school that it should integrate with your existing school management system with ease. A school management system is a paperless system that allows the school to manage registration, admissions, fees, academic calendar, attendance effortless. Okay, we have the three, access and evaluate students' performance. An LMS must also have features that all allow the teachers and educators to track students' learning and evaluate students' progress across various subjects and parameters. So this can be easily done by an LMS by uploading assessment, assignments, and then grading scores and digital report card. So four, we have support integration with video conferencing platform. With school and classes going online across the world, experts predict that online video classes will gain train in coming years. It is therefore essential that LMS have plugins so that the teachers can easily conduct online classes and online teaching season in real time. So the last we have quiz management and exam management. Since learning takes place online, it is also important therefore that LMS have online assessment functionality for quizzes, tests, and exam. So the next question, how to manipulate LMS? First, we have click on the name, of course, whose assignment you would like to edit. And the second, we have editing an assignment or click the assignment tab. The third, we have find it name. Four, we have congratulations, you've edited assignment LMS courses. And five, we have find the assignment would like to edit and click it names. Nawa? Na pa di ay. The next, we have the window that pops up well difficult to the top and corresponds to the current assignment types. Okay ba continue guys?
Yes, basta.
Yes, loud and
Ano
clear.
dong ganda, pinakuga kang aga kuan ko putol-putol. Okay, continue. So the last question is teach tools to maximize students' engagement and teachers present. So technology tools engage students in the classroom. Muhatag ako kog 5 ani. Okay, first we have the flip grid. So video is a wonderful engagement tool, add a social dynamic in school-friendly architecture, and you've got flip grid. See some ideas for using flip grid in the classroom. So the second is a video games. I know this is a general merge saying video games is an actually a student's engagement tool. However, video games literally don't work without player input and thus students' engagement. So next we have the Google Forms. We're starting with what's likely the simplest app on the list. Well, aside from background, that is one of the best way to engage all students in your classroom is to give students an easy or an even anonymous way to ask questions, receive feedback, or otherwise reach out to the teacher. Okay, the last is invoice. Invoice is the feature-rich communication tool with everything from lesson planning and rubrics to message announcement, notification, and even tools to help prevent or respond bullying in the classroom. I know kanang kuan ra si Carmela Raguroy mo kuan ani mo discuss jud. Okay, that's all.
Okay, thank you so much, Basco. So it's my turn na, no? So my answer for intellectual discourse, which first one is about the nature and the features and use of LMS. So if we say LMS means this is the learning management system. So the nature or the definition of LMS, it is a software programs or web-based technologies that are used to design, carry out, and evaluate certain learning processes. So this is a platform na atong gigamit sa atong school, like the LMS in the CTU. So it is an online learning. So naay mga meaning aning LMS. So L stands for learning, which is all about the learning management, that it builds a single source of online courses and training resources. If we say M, it is the management. So you may boost your own productivity as a teacher. So S stands for system. This is to be precise about the using of the computer system. So this is the laborious task, which includes the grading, the processing statistics, the analytics, the creating reports, and these are automated by an LMS. So we will now proceed to the features of LMS. So the features of LMS are the responsive design. This is whether they use a desktop, laptop, tablet, smartphone, or other devices. Second is user-friendly interface. So this explains that the learners should be able to effortless, effortlessly navigate the LMS platform thanks to the user interface or the UI. So the third is the reports and analytics. So this is the user interface of the platform should allow learners to navigate it with ease. So the fourth is course and catalog management. This is in order to provide us a more specialized learning experience, and the instructors as well, that they should be able to build and administer these catalogs and courses. So number five is the content interoperability and integration. This explains that the content must be packaged in compliance with the standards, such as the SCORM and the SAPI, which when it is developed and stored in an LMS. Six is the support services. So from the word itself, support, this is the developing and the storing content that must be packaged in accordance with the interoperable standards. And seventh is the certification and the compliance support. So this is the individual skill set that should be evaluated by the instructors and the administrators. Eight, the social learning capabilities. From the word itself, social. So the users or the students can communicate with their peers, the work, their classmates, as well as the teachers. They can communicate with their co-workers and work together and share their knowledge in this way. So that's like that. That's that. That's like that. So number nine is gamification. Gamification. So the students that require additional motivation to finish the course. So number 10 is the automation. Which means that this is the user grouping, the new user population, and the group enrollments are the examples of the automation. And lastly is the artificial intelligence or the AI. So this will be the last. So this is which means the presenting users with course formats that appropriate for their needs. So what is the use or the function of LMS? So the function of LMS is comparable to our online university. As what I've said ganiha nga naa sa tay LMS CTU. So we used to develop LMS used to develop and save online courses that gives learners access to the materials and aids in evaluation of the outcomes. So everyone can create courses. Not everyone, but the one who administer or the one who handle the LMS can create courses of individual lessons. So this will be the function of LMS. So we will now proceed to number two. Factors to consider in selection of LMS are number one is the listening experience. So the question will be, will this LMS provide learning? And this includes that the personalized experience students, the delivery method, and the targets as well. Second is the flexibility and the adaptability. Can can the LMS can be easily modified in response to possible feedbacks like that. Number third is the third party integration. So how well did the LMS connect with the SCORM or the LTI standards to the Google Drive to the Microsoft Office and etc. So fourth is the collaboration tools from the word itself collaboration, which is to collaborate and obtain feedback right away, like that. Number five is data reports, that can you get the real time or the customized reports that you require on student development from this LMS. So now by advantages. Six is the custom branding. Are there white labels in the LMS? Seventh is to ability to localize. So what modifications may be made to the LMS to make it suitable for other students na lahi of regions, lahi of languages, like that. Number eight is easy to scale. Does the LMS have the ability to quickly and significantly to adjust the number of the students? Ano siya? The number nine is the technical support. So there must be a technical support if there are some questions or there are some problema. So when choosing an LMS company, make sure they can offer you enough training and technical support. And lastly is the pricing and the hidden cost. So prevent future inflexibility and hidden expenses before you purchase. Third is to how to manipulate LMS. So this is the easy way on I just summarized this on how to manipulate LMS. So, how to use and run LMS while acting as both a teacher and a student. As I search in the Google, there was a handbook that is split into two chapters. There are tools, options, and functions as one of the user kind and provides instructions on how to start using the website or the platform. So the first step to do is to verify that all the PC and the system requirements are satisfied before continuing to the next step. The next step is to launch a web browser, access the LMS using the CLP for net, and log into the website. And lastly, as you manipulate the LMS, this include how do I create a course? And this is located inside the LMS. This is how to create is that the system administrators, as what I've said ganiha, that the build courses that the teachers must request. So the students must be registered for the required courses and the students must be registered for the required course. So the teachers are the one who handle the LMS or the system administrators can work with icons or pictograms to execute actions on each piece for plan to add, as well as the list of resources and activities that can be added. So there are an explanation of the resources and the activities is given. And lastly is the technology tools to maximize student engagement and teacher presence. The first one is the augmented reality apps. So these are the developing area of technology where images and noises created by computer are used to alter and improve real life like Google Lens and Adobe Aero, like that. And second is the flip grid. Yeah. Sorry guys, nag-ulan na sa mo ah. So, Flipgrid is created by combining a social dynamic with a design that is appropriate for schools. Third is the Class Dojo. This is a fun tool to make a learning more engaging. Okay? So the students create their own avatars, get or lost points depending on how they behave in class. And fourth is the Google Forms. So this is the easiest app on the list that I have mentioned na that they're giving the students a simple means to communicate with a teacher in other way, and this is to engage all the students in answering activities or quizzes. Fifth is the Preze. This is students can make presentations. And six is Kahoot. It is a useful tool that the students can use to make in-class tests and questionnaires. Seven is the EdVoice. This is the powerful communication tool, including messages, announcement, and rubrics for lesson planning. And eight is the Engage. This is the creating engaging classes that quickly evaluate students. Nine is the virtual reality. this is not practical for most classrooms, but even if you own a headset, chances if you don't own 30. However, it is challenging to outperform virtual reality in terms of student engagement. And lastly is the Trello. This is the ability to organize. So the Trello is the one who streamline their tasks. And this is a useful skill to impart the students become because there are so many of them are multitasking. Okay, so that will be that would so that's it, ma. That's it. That would be all for my answers. So thank you so much. So we will now proceed to the group activity, Miss Bacchus. Kindly share screen. Katong mag-choose ta guys kung unsa ato ang graphic organizer nga gamiton, and the second activity and the second group activity which is to create and publish learning resources, no?
Yes.
So, Marcus?
Okay. Goods na mo, ani? Or this one? This one? This one? Or this one?
First na siya. Katong ganiha, og kana. Pwede ra kana, og kana. Oh.
Kanila, ano sa sadla?
Kani,
Ingat na siya. Kaning yellow green.
I love green. I love yellow, green. Yellow, basta yellow. Kamu bahala. Choose the best graphic organizer that fit into our activity, guys.
Yan.
so okay na,
And,
Michi?
yes. Kana lang, Mitch.
Good
And,
na, Mitch.
wala na ko kalipti. And kindly send your answers katong functions and the features of LMS as well as the technology tools, guys, ha. Thank you.
Ayan.
Thank you sa visit ato summarize. Thank you.
So, goods
I don't-
na ni.
Goods na, guy. Goods na.
Ang flyers na to, flyers itong buhaton sa ikaduha.
Sa atong learning tools, atong learning resources, atong learning resources, kamo, suggest mo guys, unsa man atong learning resources na atong gamiton.
PD flyers, PD brochure. Like,
Sige, pwede ra dyan flyers or brochure. Flyers and brochure. Kamo guys, flyers or brochure?
Okay ra masag kuan, flyers.
flyers. Okay.
Say taraob.
Flyers
Yes,
na lang po.
Flyers. Okay.
Okay ra.
Search ko sa brochure, ha? Wait lang.
Activation.
Pila na day ka pages ang flyers?
Ha?
Pila na day ka pages ang flyers? Or
Pwede na
depende
siya
ra
back to back man.
Oh. Ang brochures low man. So kamo guys, what's good man that can be used in our activity? Brochure or flyers? Ang brochure manggod kay kuan tulo siya kabuok nga piko-piko, pwede upat, pwede tulo, pero most of the kuan flyer ay brochure kay tulo. Yang flyers kay usa. Kamo?
Ako ang plan kay
Flyers.
okay ay ako nga kasi suggest kay
kuan siya flyers, di ba naka Carmela nga flyers kay usa sa survey, pwede man siya ma-flyers siya tapos imo itulo siya sa survey, mahimo na siya brochure. Na ning murag flyers siya pa niya, murag imo na siya idikit-dikit. So mahimo na siya brochure.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Asa man, brochure o flyers lang, mer sige combine na to. Kamo.
Okay ra ko bisag usa.
Sige, maaari to. So, ito don't forget to send your answers in our GC. Thank you so much. So, that's it for our focus group discussion. Thank you so much. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, sir.
Bye and thank you. Goodbye, sir.
Sige, thank you sir. Goodbye.